back again. So let's talk about In Search of Darkness, which is the new horror documentary just showing off dozens of horror movies that have just been through the iconic 80s decade. And it's a really interesting documentary that I had heard about, and I unfortunately didn't have. I didn't go and fund it. Unfortunately, I wish I would have, especially after seeing it. But I just was in a bind where I couldn't go and fund for it. But this one is finally available on Shudder, and I was really freaking excited for it. And then whenever I saw it was 4 hours, I just went, oh my god, this is going to be insane. And I was really excited to go, wow, is there going to be a lot of movies that I haven't seen that I really want to see? Because I, of course, have not seen every horror movie. There's a lot that I really want to see that I still need to see. And the documentary does a good job of balancing between horror movies that anybody knows about, and then there's a lot that people don't know about. And there were, I think, two movies probably that I did not ever know that existed, like what they were, until they talked about them in this documentary. But of course, you got the big ones like The Shining, The Changeling. You've got Halloween 3, Maniac. You've got so many. The Burning, The Howling. There's a million of them that are well known, but there were some that I really did not know about. And according to Letterboxd, there's a list that I'm looking at right now where the person made a list of all the movies covered on In Search of Darkness, and there are 81 that they've covered, and I've seen 61 out of 81. So I've seen 82% worth. But looking down at the list, the ones I have not seen, and you guys should tell me down below which ones I should see first, because I really want to see all these. But I know I haven't seen Full Moon High, Ghost Story, Cat People, Q I did not know about, but I realized that is a movie that I really want to see now because it's got Michael Moriarty in it, and it's directed by Larry Cohen. So I'm really interested to see Q. And then I have not seen The Hunger. What else? Night of the Comet. I keep hearing Night of the Comet's really awesome. In the Company of Wolves. The Howling 2. Haven't seen any of the Howling sequels. I've seen the first one, and I need to review the first one, but I haven't seen any of the sequels. And they talked about Howling 2. Let me see, what else? There's probably not many more left. Near Dark, I haven't seen. Near Dark, I need to see. Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, and then the layer of the White Worm, which is a weird one. That looks interesting. And the only other one left is 976 Evil, and that's directed by Robert Englund, I think. But like I said, there's not many that I haven't seen on this list, so I'm really glad that I've seen as many as I have. But this one really goes all out in just how devoted these people are to make this such a great documentary. And like I said, it's 4 hours long, but it really just goes by so quick, and I really was just enthralled throughout. And like I said, there's so many people that you get into this to review. Like, you've got so many different horror actors or people involved in horror, like Tom Atkins, Heather Langenkamp. You've got a lot of other people that are like YouTubers, like James A. Janice or James Rolfe. Like, you've got a lot of people that I really like seeing them in this as well. And it's a giant list. Like, I could not name off how many people are in this. There's so many people. And I really love seeing all of them. It's so cool to see just every one of them. And I think that it does a really cool job of being so insightful too, because there's so many movies that you've heard everything about, but I think that this one again does a great job with the movies that you've heard a million things about. I think it does a good job showing with the actors involved or the YouTubers involved that are talking about this, so it makes it more interesting as opposed to feeling like a straightforward documentary. And I think that it's just a documentary that was really, really well done. And I don't know who the main guy is that made this. His name's David A. Weiner, and he is... I'm looking on Wikipedia right now. He he I hmm. Like I just know his name. Okay, he did some films as production assistants, and he's only directed this movie, and he's also or this documentary, and then he's also directing In Search of Tomorrow, which that sounds cool. It's a documentary film again, but it's sci-fi films of the 80s. So like Star Wars, Blade Runner, ET. That's pretty cool. That'll be cool to see this guy do this kind of thing because, like I said, I really liked his documentary. This one was really great. And like I said, for 4 freaking hours long, I didn't get to watch it all at once because it was before I had to go to work, so I watched half of it, then I watched the other half. But I'll tell you what, if I was home and had the day off, I would have watched the whole thing in a row. But like I said, I immediately watched the rest of it whenever I got off. But it just was a really cool documentary. Really, really recommend. It's on Shudder. Go check it out. Really freaking awesome. So that is my quick review on In Search of Darkness. Again, definitely recommend. Tell me down below if you guys have seen it and what you guys think about it. And thank you guys for watching.